hello there. Do you like FistShark marketing? Do you think it's a good podcast? Yeah, well, why don't you leave it a positive review or something on iTunes or wherever it is you listen to podcasts? Whatever your podcast platform of choice is, give it a good rating or a review. It won't kill you, will it? It won't hurt you. It won't put you out of your day any, will it? So why don't you do that? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be you doing something for someone else.
Well, that was sobering. That was difficult, I have to say.
It was more sobering than I wanted it to be. I thought there'd be more alcohol at the wake.
Yeah.
I was disappointed by that.
I couldn't understand why they went entirely with aquavit for the bar, but you can only drink so much aquavit.
Well, when I came in this morning to organise things for the funeral, the bar was actually full with a complement of alcoholic drinks. But then the senior partners came in to pay their respects, and by that I mean they kind of looked at the coffin, rolled their eyes, and then left with all the booze.
Right. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, so another FistShark funeral that went about as well as can be expected. Very few threats of lawsuits from the family, very few accusations. There was a little bit of a tussle with the father when it came to wanting the rights to bury the body, but I did have to walk them through the contract because, of course, Caitlin's body does belong to the company.
Yeah.
As is true for all of us. Now, the auction begins 2 p.m.?
Yeah, I think so. We're probably going to want to get in there around 2:30. I mean, they're going to start with the stuff nobody really wants.
Yeah, well, basically the stuff that's not been already acquisitioned. Obviously, the brain goes to Dr. Nightscream and the boys at FistShark Science. The lungs, for some reason, are crucial to the accounting department. I don't know why. As is company policy, any gold teeth, any jewellery worn, the wallet was already scavenged and fought over before the ambulance arrived for her. So most of the humdrum, crossing the T's and dotting the I business has been done. It's just now auctioning off the bones, the skin, the hair tissue, to whoever in the company might need it the most.
Now, I did get a request from the quality assurance team to get the stomach, and not actually the stomach. They just wanted the stomach lining for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
I was hoping for the stomach myself.
Were you?
I'm not sure if they can take the lining because I want to make a stomach cape.
Just a full cape? I'm gonna have to stretch that out quite a bit, I think.
It's not just. It won't just be one stomach, but basically, I'm halfway there, and I had a look at the casket before it was sectioned off for the auction, and it would make a damn fine collar.
Yeah?
Yeah, she hardly drank any Coke from the looks of it.
Huh. Well, I'll talk to them about it. They were making some sort of papyrus out of stomach linings, apparently. So I'll see if they have a means of removing it without actually damaging the stomach in any way.
Compromise.
Yeah.
That's what this is. That's what a tragedy in the family, and we are a family, is all about. Coming together and compromising and working out who gets the stomach lining.
Well, you don't want to have an issue like we had last year when Dave Ketchen died.
Oh, Dave. What's he up to these days?
Well, he's in the FistShark mausoleum with the rest of the urns.
Oh, yeah, he would be, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Because he's dead.
Because he's dead. But
he's dead.
When the accounting department got into the feud with Balthazar and the boys downstairs over who was going to get the skull...
Oh, I do not want to talk about the Great Skull feud of 2014.
It was not Not good for anyone. Nobody was happy. Everybody had to deal with the dark clouds over the building, because for some reason, Balthazar seems to think that weather control is an acceptable means of negotiating. That's not on.
No, no, no. Especially when he makes it so dark outside that I can't see where I'm going with the skull that I just stole. Tripping over, smashed it up, no good to anyone. So many lives lost in that war.
Although, on the plus side, in the end, we did wind up with a surplus of extra skulls.
Plenty of skulls to go round. And again, that's what we're all talking about here. Death brings people together. We work together. We find solutions. I'm a big fan of papyrus. So I tell you what, you know what? Let them take the stomach. This is a season. It's a death at FistShark Marketing, as always, is a season of goodwill. So let them have the stomach. Okay? I don't need it. Just give me an eye. Something to remember her by. I'll make a pendant or a talisman out of it, you know.
No, that's okay. All right, well, I'm sure that can be arranged.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't have time to mourn anyone today because I'm sleepy. So I'd really like to just get, you know, we've done the funeral bit. Let's get the auction done. Then let's just scoop all the gloopy bits that are left, pop it in an urn, and throw it in the broom closet with the rest of them.
Yeah. Oh, that's good, because I gotta tell you, I was really, really drained after the funeral. Not just, emotionally exhausting being there, but physically exhausting. I mean, beating Craig just mercilessly.
Well, it was
in honor.
It was her last wish. I mean, her will and testament, and to be honest, it was one of the most succinct wills I've ever read, where it was just all caps that just said, beat the shit out of Craig.
For someone with such a talent for legalese and loopholes and dragging out a proceeding, very, very quick and to the point when it came to her death.
Well, when it came to her business, she had that shit on point. She knew exactly what she was talking about. That's why she was one of the finest legal minds of our generation. And it's why I hit Craig so hard in his orbital socket. Until even I was crying. And that felt good. That felt a release. So many people openly weeping at the funeral in honor of Kate. Because we were so emotionally and physically exhausted from kicking shit out of Craig.
Yeah, I don't know that anybody's heart's really going to be in the auction. I mean, well, certainly Caitlyn's will be. That's probably going to get $400 or $500.
One can hope, and of course that all goes to charity.
Yes,
the FistShark Marketing charity.
Right, the charity that the senior partners operate all of the funds for, and
yeah. The one where you sign that blank check and give it to them, and they kind of look at you and say, "This is going to a good cause," with a vaguely threatening tone in their voice.
Yeah, it's nice that they've got it down to just 2 checks a year, because when they were doing the pledge drives on a bi-monthly basis, it was difficult to keep up. I mean, you want to help, you want to give, right?
Well, it's difficult to even give when their idea of a pledge drive is literally driving a car into the building, ram raid style, and screaming, "Give us all your money." I mean, I don't even know why they're wearing the balaclavas on their heads, because we know it's them.
It's always them. I've had to stop carrying cash.
Yeah. I still carry some precious stones, just because I know they get violent if you don't have something.
Right.
But I don't know why they even pay us when they just rob the money back at the end of the month. Okay, that's all that morning bollocks over with. It's time to get back to work. Back to work, everyone. Got a new product for us to try and sell.
Oh, okay. I'm ready. I like the products.
Okay, now don't dismiss this due to the name I'm about to say.
Oh, this bodes well.
Now, Bret Michaels.
Okay, that does not improve the situation at all.
Okay, well, let me know at which point in the sentence you are filled with confidence. Okay?
I'm ready.
Bret
Fill me.
Michaels has had a daring idea
Oh, God.
to sell
Uh-huh.
his own
Uh-oh.
beer / urine.
Oh, it was so close. It was so close. If you'd stopped at beer, why
Right.
did you proceed past beer into / urine?
Because, to be honest, the beer is, and there's no other way to say this, Bret Michaels' urine that comes out of his penis
Okay.
/ bladder.
I'm glad to know that Bret Michaels doesn't have some kind of bizarre apparatus to urinate from. That it's something that I can identify with.
Oh yeah, these days it is, yeah.
That's a comfort. Less comforting is the idea of Bret Michaels selling his urine in bottles.
Now you say that.
Yes, I do.
You say that, and when I first heard the idea, let me assure you, Conrad, I was right there with you. Okay? I was skeptical about the idea. And this is why what we have is a challenge as well as an opportunity. Because I fully agree that trying to convince the nation that Bret Michaels' urine is a good thing to drink, that's a hard sell.
Yeah, that's a very hard sell. No one is going to buy Bret Michaels' urine.
What if, while he was telling you about this idea, he had a cassette player and it played Every Rose Has Its Thorn while he tried to sell it to you?
First of all, I'm not even sure Bret has the rights to Every Rose Has Its Thorn at this point. And second, no, that doesn't help. It does not help me buy urine. Why am I buying his urine?
It's at that point I was sold on this, and I was hoping you'd go with me there. So this is a fresh challenge for me. Because now I'm trying to sell you on Bret Michaels' urine.
Is this processed in any way, or is he just pissing into bottles?
Define pissing into bottles.
Placing a bottle against his penis and urinating directly into it.
Going by your definition of pissing in bottles, I can 100% assure you that this beer is not processed.
Okay. Is it carbonated?
Oh, yes.
So something's being added to it. Some carbonated water to
No.
thin. Bret Michaels is urinating carbonated liquid.
Bret Michaels has fizzy piss.
Okay. All right. So, tell me you haven't been drinking Bret Michaels' urine.
I will tell you that I've not been drinking Dee Schneider's urine. I can tell you that with my hand on my heart. Or my hand on Caitlin's heart. It's on the desk here.
But, okay, so you have then drank Bret Michaels' urine.
I'll be honest, I have also drunk Dee Schneider's urine. We're marketers.
That doesn't mean we drink urine. Why are you drinking all this urine?
Define drinking all this urine.
Well, so far we've established Bret Michaels, Dee Snider, and I know a few of those jars of old cold piss went missing. Don't think I didn't notice that.
When Miley Cyrus brings you something, you sample it to make sure that it's not drugs.
Isn't it usually drugs?
Yes, but sometimes it's cold old urine. Here's the thing, and here's why I tell you it's an opportunity as much as a challenge, right? Bret Michaels' urine fucks you up, though.
I'm sorry, what?
Bret Michaels' urine fucks you up, though.
Okay, so what you mean to say is that Bret Michaels' urine, despite being urine, is carbonated and has the effect of alcohol.
When did you see me last? Was it last Thursday?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
right?
Yeah.
And I haven't been here till Tuesday,
Right.
and people wondered where I was,
Yeah.
right? I woke up in Madrid.
You woke up in Madrid.
Thursday night, one shot glass full of Bret Michaels' own home brew, and I was in Madrid. I was in Madrid on Monday, wearing a dress, a smile, and someone else like a glove.
So, okay. So the last thing you remember is drinking Bret Michaels' urine from a shot glass in Boston.
Yes.
And then you wake up 3 days later in Madrid.
In Madrid. And somebody else in Madrid.
Right.
And we were having a good time. In a mountain.
In a mountain?
Yeah. At some point, I was mountain fucking.
Okay. Okay, all right. I see. I mean, that sounds really almost hazardously intoxicating.
Oh yeah, like dangerously intoxicating. Like we're talking even a frat house would want to drink this in moderation.
Right.
But a frat house would drink this. They're already pissing into each other's mouths for fun. We give them a shot of Bret Michaels' fizzy piss. I reckon we could make a fortune. Get some of the trust fund kids, get them on board. They'll buy a couple, they'll share it with their friends, they'll go to Madrid, they'll have sex on a mountain with each other.
No, I agree with you. I think college campuses are the place to sell this. It's definitely a novelty. Is it alcohol? Like, have we had this tested? Do we know what the active ingredient in Bret Michaels' urine is that's causing this?
It's pertinent you ask that. I actually sent a sample to FistShark Medical. I had Dr. Nightscream and the boys look over it. So far, it doesn't match any known liquid. They can't really find what it is on the periodic table at all.
Okay. Okay. So he's pissing a new element.
A new element, and one that can apparently charge a remote control for a television set.
Wow.
If you just spill a little bit on it, then you can turn on your TV and watch Ricky Lake. That's the other weird thing as well. Like, even though Ricky Lake is on no known television program right now, if you piss on a remote control with Bret Michaels' fizzy wee-wee, you get to watch as much Ricky Lake as you can stand. New episodes. She's got an iPad in the last one I saw.
Okay, all right. I see a tremendous amount of possibility for this. I mean, this goes way beyond college frat houses fucking kids up and having them cause mayhem and then sell it to their friends. I mean, yeah, this goes way beyond using fraternities as drug pushers. We could have something really spectacular here.
So you're saying the frat house market, while interesting, is not where you want to... You actually want to explore the whole using Bret Michaels' carbonated urine to watch brand new episodes of unfilmed Ricky Lake.
Well, I mean, that's just the beginning. I mean, what else could we spill Bret Michaels' urine on and discover the effects of? We could have all sorts of opportunities here, and we'd just be pissing it away to send it off to a bunch of college students to accidentally spill on shit and discover that, oh my god, I spilled it on my iPad, and all of a sudden now it produces 3D holographic images. I mean, do you want somebody else to discover that?
That's already been discovered.
Oh.
It's actually quite weirdly coincidental you bring that up, that you spilled piss
I was just guessing
on an iPad and it produces 3D holographic images.
Oh.
Of Ricky Lake.
So basically what you're saying is that if it comes into contact with electronics, it produces Ricky Lake.
Yes. Would you like to know what happens if a dog drinks it?
I can't wait. Tell me what happens when a dog drinks it.
Well, I won't give it entirely away, but let's just say it involves the dog looking and sounding exactly like Ricky Lake. That's what it is. That's what it does.
and this just doesn't have that effect on humans.
No, not as far as I can tell.
Right, okay, the college market it is then. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so we've got an agreement then. Coming up next, we'll be speaking to men whose wives caught them in the fallout of the Ashley Madison hack.
Trump's people will not let up on this.
I'm annoyed they found out.
I don't know how they could have found out that we knew.
I'm going to bet and claim as fact that someone in our company leaked it to Trump's PR company. And I'm going to go ahead and say it was Craig.
Fucking Craig. I swear to God. Who lets him into the building?
I don't know why he's here.
Could use some coffee. Okay. Craig! Yeah. Give me more coffee. Thanks.
And then I want to see you in my office afterwards because you've been leaking things. No, not the blisters. I mean the metaphorical kind. Yeah, get me a coffee as well. Prick. Oh, Caitlin said you were a dick. Sorry.
Anyway, they know that we've got the evidence that could destroy Trump's political aspirations. And...
Oh, the plan was so perfect.
I know.
Oh, God, where's the evidence now?
Well, I mean, it's still in the vault.
Okay.
We still have the physical copies of the photographs.
Mm-hmm.
We have the microfilms stored off-site. So the evidence is not out of our control.
But they know we have it.
They know we have it, and their lawyers. The lawyers are descending.
Oh, shit. And Trump's got good ones.
He's got, yeah. It's not like our people.
Yeah.
I mean, our lawyers are sneaky and evil, but his are talented.
Well, his ones know the law.
Right. I mean, that's a huge advantage.
They don't have to threaten, cajole, or kill to get the right victory conditions. This is not good at all for us.
No, and so we've received about 20 cease and desist letters just in the last 6 hours.
Holy shit, that's like a third of what Kanye sent us. That's a lot.
It's, yeah, I expect it's only going to get worse. They don't want anyone associated with this organization to say the word Trump out loud at this point. I'm risking a lot just by saying Trump right now.
Well, Trump has ears everywhere.
He does.
That's why they call him Ears Trump.
They're in a position now with the political career, with his polling numbers, which are just going up and up and up, that they can't afford to see his image tarnished.
I don't like this. We were gonna... Conrad, the plan was so perfect.
Well, I mean, we know what a Trump presidency would mean for a company like FistShark Marketing. I mean, we'd be doomed.
He'd shut us down the first chance he gets.
I mean, any opportunity to take us out of the equation would happen. Because, let's face it, Donald Trump is the most honest, forthright, and good human being in this country.
He's the only American hero we have.
And if he's allowed to ascend to the presidency, there will be no room for marketers left.
People like us are done for. He hates marketers. He hates big business.
If there's one thing he can't stand, it's showboating and pushing a narrative on people.
Exactly.
He's all for independent thought.
It confuses me why they went with that option for his presidential campaign. How his PR representatives have been manipulating him in the media to make him look like this grandstanding blowhard who is racist and sexist, when we have a pile of evidence that says exactly the opposite.
Oh, yeah, I mean, all it takes, just look at these photos of him at 9/11 Ground Zero.
Right there next to Steve Buscemi.
Just diving in.
Neither of them wanted the press to be there.
No.
And somehow he got himself doctored from the photo, so it was just Steve there.
It was really, heroic is really the only way to describe it.
Yeah, I mean, it's beyond laudable. I don't even have the words to describe how brave and patriotic Donald Trump actually is. Okay? I mean, when I watched the footage of him in New Orleans, helping clean seagulls after the BP oil spill, I cried. And I don't cry very often, hardly at all, not since I had the tear ducts removed.
I would say that there is no more noble among us than Donald Trump.
And let's not even begin to talk about the hair.
Uh,
In these photos, I don't think I've seen hair this luxurious, this dark. Like, he makes the Bee Gees look like Oscar the Grouch. I look at this photo and I see the things... I see Donald Trump in this photo with babies under his arms, just carrying them out of a burning building. His hair flowing behind him, long and lengthy.
and unlicked by flame.
Absolutely inflammable. I don't even know how digital manipulation, as advanced as it is, makes him look like he's wearing what he's wearing on top of his fucking head in those debates.
You know, it just goes to show you that you can pour enough money into a political campaign and make it appear as anything.
And you can be the belligerent, horrendous, morally objectionable, asshole-mouthed monster that America apparently wants.
Yeah.
And it's working beautifully.
It really is, but I'm
Why
worried.
didn't we come up with this idea? Why are we stuck with fucking Sanders?
I know. It was the hair.
And he fights us on this. The amount of times I've tried to pull a Meninist shirt over his head, and he's like, no, get off.
I can't understand the inflexibility, I guess. Do you want to be president, Bernie Sanders? I mean, really? Do you want to be president, or do you want to have principles? You can't have it both ways. And that's what Trump's proven.
Yeah, that's exactly what Trump's proven. He's taken his principles and he has hidden them so well from the world that they don't even know that he has the last two dodos in existence and are trying to breed them to bring them back into the ecosystem.
He spent millions and millions of dollars on that project and made no mention of it whatsoever.
No press attention, no money, like he's out of pocket doing that. And that's the side of Donald Trump that has been so cleverly hidden.
It's absolutely amazing. The man is a genius. I mean, honestly, he would be an effective, brilliant presidential leader. He must be stopped.
Absolutely. Knowing what we know about Donald Trump, that he is, in all fairness, the scion of what America stands for, it can't be allowed to pass. This Donald must die.
FistShark Marketing is Jim Sterling and Conrad Zimmerman. Theme music by Ben Rama. Additional music by Alazar Chan. Our editor is Alan Smithy. Get more episodes and learn how to help support the show at FistShark.com. Follow us on Twitter at FistShark for more of our exploits. Complaints can be forwarded via email to fistsharkmarketing@aol.com. And remember, one day we'll look back on this and laugh. We will. Not you. Goodbye.
I'm still alive, don't forget!